Hey, what's up, guys? Here's 23 ways that we turn one listing into multiple transactions. First and foremost, congratulations, you got that listing. In this market, with this competition, that's not an easy feat. So again, congratulations, but now the work begins. Everyone thinks that selling a house is easy. It's not. There's a lot of steps from point A to point Z to get the house sold, but market you and the property to the best of your ability to get repeat business. 23 steps, but we break it down into 4 stages to market the listing and you to the best of your ability to make sure that you are going to get business from every single transaction you put onto the market. When we list a home, we get multiple contacts from multiple different buyers that are reaching out to us that do have interest. Most don't have interest in that specific property, but it's an opportunity to convert buyers, relationships, talk about real estate, form a relationship, and pan that out into new business down the road. Stage 1 is marketing strategies, pre-listing preparation. 1, teaser videos for coming soon new listings. Why is this important? Obviously, getting the buzz for your listing is very important, but also using that piece of information in multiple forms and sectors on your social media are going to drive more interest, driving to your platforms. And we don't just have a pre-listing teaser video. We'll do a drone video. We'll do a 360 walkthrough on Zillow and other forms to make sure that we're presenting it before it even hits the market. Number 2, circle prospecting and door knocking. This is just, and be very relaxed about it. We use this as an opportunity, 1, to introduce ourselves, but then to give the neighbors, 1, a heads up, and then 2, just a little bit more information on what we're listing the property for and what this means for their property values. Again, it's a very non-pushy sales introduction opportunity to introduce you as local neighbors, local real estate agent professionals, but then also provide them value and give them information that might affect their property values. It's a win-win and it's very non-intrusive. And those neighbors are more than willing to take that information in most situations. Number 3, sending a coming soon teaser video to your database. The easiest way to sell a house is somebody that you already know and you're already working with. Obviously, it needs to be advantageous for sellers and for those buyers and the agent. But at the end of the day, somebody who's very interested, already willing and qualified that you know personally, why would a seller not be interested in having a conversation about that? So it's a win-win-win for all parties. 4, call your hot buyer prospects to see if this home might be a fit for them. Send them videos. What we do is we'll send them the video, we'll send them the professional photos and the 360 walkthrough. Because again, a hot buyer prospect outside of your database might be willing and interested to get an inside scoop to a new listing that's coming soon and finding that win-win-win situation for all parties. Stage 2 is marketing strategies when the listing is active. Social media posts announcing a new listing, and we do that on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and LinkedIn. On average, our social medias will reach at least 100,000 people every single month. That's value. I would also ask your agent how they're representing your property outside of the MLS. How are they posting it, marketing it, and where are they advertising it? Because you need to be marketing on market and off market as much as possible to maximize your return. Next is the just listed postcard. We send this to surrounding neighbors if we haven't connected with them with door knocking and circle prospecting. So again, they have more information about new listeds and coming soons in their neighborhood and how it positively affects their property values. Next is we always offer an open house. It's a great opportunity and a lot of neighbors do come by that open house to see the property, to see the adjustments and the give and take on an apples to apples comparison. But it's also another opportunity for just positive touches. 90% of buyers that walk through an open house have representation. But the more that you see these buyers, the more that you create a relationship with them, the more they're going to know your name. And you might not get them on this opportunity, but you'll get them on the next opportunity. That's why we always use use open houses. Occasionally, we will do door knocking that didn't work for a coming soon for an invitation to the open house. In some situations, we might do an exclusive neighborhood only open house opportunity. That goes hand in hand with another set of circle prospecting, a second touch or another opportunity to connect with those neighbors to invite them back to our open house for one, an exclusive one, or at the initial open house for the rest of the community. Behind the scenes, we're obviously doing a bunch of posting on social media to advertise the open house, drive interest, and get more people in those doors. If you're new to the channel, again, my name's Chris Lotz, but if you're not, you can definitely tell that we're incorporating a lot of short form video into all of our social media, and that's on Instagram, YouTube Shorts, and TikTok. And not just our marketing for buyers, sellers, and other agents. We're trying to incorporate as much as possible for short form video into marketing for active listings and new listings or solds. Because statistically, within the analytics, you're getting more views for short forms right now than you are for long form content. Why not utilize that into marketing strategies? It's a win-win for all parties. This definitely depends for certain products, but we will do an unboxing video for new listings. We tend to reserve this for different set of price points, you know, your 500 to 800,000, your $1 million plus. And this is, again, introducing the home, giving a formal walkthrough, a room by room analysis, and getting the viewers a more long form content on YouTube, Facebook, and on Instagram. The social media doesn't stop there. We will post every single listing on 3 to 4, maybe even 5 groups locally in local groups on Facebook that do buy and sell real estate specific. And I believe that at this point in time, it's about 4 or 5 in Southeast Michigan that we're consistently putting all of our new listings on. Again, it's more eyes, people that aren't seen on the MLS. People that aren't seeing it on Zillow, Realtor.com, Trulia, or Redfin. They're seeing it in these Facebook groups and hopefully sharing them. When they share, making it more of a possibility to get more eyes on that product is never a bad thing. And that's what we're hoping for. Engagement, comments, likes, shares. Take advantage of your real estate sign. Ours is a big component of our brand, and we'll consistently get a lot of phone calls and conversations with buyers or sellers or individuals in the community saying, we see Pat Lot signs everywhere. And not just with a yard sign, we have multiple forms of directionals. Normally we'll put 2 per listing, one at a main intersection, one at a neighborhood intersection. It's back to branding, and it's back to just eyes on a brand. Again, the amount of times that we hear consumers or neighbors in the community saying, oh, we see Pat Lots of signs everywhere, that is music to our ears. That's what we're trying to accomplish. Throughout this whole process, we're definitely trying to document it through all of our stories, whether it's on Instagram, again, YouTube, or TikTok, giving the consumers or people that are actively following us more insight to what is happening with every single listing, stage by stage, when it comes to pre-listing, current listing, or just solds. To get more content out of a home, we try to incorporate short forms for specific features on these homes, whether it's emphasizing or showcasing the kitchen, bathrooms, backyard, lake amenities, or anything else the house has to offer. Whether it's a professional long form video or our FPV drone, which is a first person view drone pilot, we try to showcase every single home with a long form content. Again, we're viewing this as one listing, multiple forms of touches on the community, multiple forms of touches on buyers, multiple touches on agents, the community, and social media. So with one listing, we can produce multiple touches and then a bunch of content that we can continue to repurpose for years and years and years and years. Stage 3 is marketing strategies while the house is pending. There's still a massive opportunity to continue to rebrand that before it gets sold and keep reusing social media or content to keep getting eyes and focus on your property and your brand. Obviously, social media posts for going under contract or a pending transaction, another piece of content. We don't always do this, but sometimes we will have a going away party for those sellers, bringing in neighbors, because at the end of the day, if they've been there for a long time, it is an emotional thing for those sellers to sell and the community to say goodbye to those neighbors. So we might have a going away party for the community. Another opportunity to bring those neighbors in, very similar to an open house, just a different theme and strategy in getting those people into the doors. This was in stage 1 and stage 2, but another good stage 3 touch is sending a postcard for pending transaction. Another opportunity to get your brand a different way in front of those neighbors' eyes. Stage 4 is the marketing strategies post-closing. This was in every stage, but it's sending another postcard for just solds. Again, a great traditional opportunity to get your content, your brand physically into the hands of those consumers. This is probably the biggest point and the final point, but request and share testimonials for all of your customer and clients. And if you're on both sides, you're going to get a review for the sellers and from the buyers. Use that. That's massive. We always rely on the saying of, you'll never convince somebody of anything. Someone might convince another individual of something. That consumer will always convince themselves of something. With that being said, those testimonials are 50% the way there to convincing a consumer that they want to work with you. Thanks for tuning in, and that was 23 ways to turn one listing into multiple opportunities for content, engagement, and touches in your community. Tune in for more.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to use those like, comment, and share buttons below. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Pat Lotz Real Estate for more helpful home buying and selling tips. Want a free comparable market analysis? Scan that QR code on your screen or visit our website at www.patlotz.com and fill out the request form. There's lots to love in Livingston County.